Et bonjour à toutes, bonjour à tous, bienvenue dans cette nouvelle vidéo. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour la suite du let's play de l'épisode 1 de Telltale Games sur Game of Thrones, Iron from Ice. Et on se retrouve tout de suite, on vient de finir, enfin on vient de finir. Oui, moi je tourne les vidéos tout de suite, mais elles sortent une fois par jour. En tout cas, on est... voilà, dans l'épisode précédent, si vous ne l'avez pas vu, je vous invite à regarder les 3 épisodes précédents si vous ne les avez pas vus, parce que l'histoire est vraiment extraordinaire de ce jeu. En tout cas, on vient de finir d'essayer de convaincre Margery d'envoyer une lettre au Bolton pour leur dire de ne pas venir chez les Foresters afin de ne pas buter toute notre famille. Déjà qu'ils ont décimé pas mal des gens, même si c'était les Frey. Euh, Ces gros bâtards de Frey qui ont en même temps tué Robb Stark, en même temps de tuer le Seigneur Forester ainsi que son fils et pratiquement toute son armée sauf un écuyer qui est parti donc au mur. Et voilà, donc du coup c'est reparti. On continue ce let's play. Donc là on se retrouve avec l'écuyer et on va au mur. Et il y a des bruits bizarres. Alors,
Seven elves. Let's play a little game, shall we?
oh, Ramsay Snow.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
Je sais pas
He
trop
does
compris
now.
ce qu'il faut faire, il faut juste que je regarde de temps en temps.
How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Ne pas bouger.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Hey, salut Ramsay, sale bâtard. Bon alors, quel état il a mis le type? Je crois le type il a mal là. Ah ouais. Aïe. Ça pique, ça pique.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
Comment
and
m'appelle
courageous in
c'est
battle.
moi.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan,
Pourquoi vous l'avez
Yes.
frappé?
Why did you kick this man?
this craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
C'est pas bien ça.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Tu nous as volé?
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
Toi, je t'aime pas beaucoup.
I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Si je
Lord
le
Ethan,
bute,
I
ça,
know
tout
these
le
words are
monde va se
hard,
calmer.
but
Tu vas
they're
voir.
honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Tu admets donc
Then
ton
you
crime?
admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the
Ouais, je
fuck
suis
they
d'accord avec lui,
please.
moi.
Their lord will not permit it.
Si tu le butes,
He can
tout le
send
monde va
him
se
to the
calmer.
war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Leave the poor man
Take his
alone!
fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Non, non, tu me la fais pas à moi.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Si je lui prends 3 doigts, il sera toujours vénère. Si j'accorde la grâce, ça c'est mort. Je peux l'envoyer au mur. Mais je pense que envoyer au mur... En fait, prendre 3 doigts, ça va choquer les gens. Mais en même temps, ça va leur faire comprendre qu'il faut pas voler. Donc vas-y, on va leur prendre 3 doigts.
Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironwrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
No, please, my lord. My lord, please.
Crac!
Please, no.
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out. If you
m'en
do not
charge.
feel ready.
I will carry out the sentence.
Je suis un vrai roi. Ouais, ouais. Défoncez-lui les doigts.
This is injustice, my lord.
Ta gueule, toi. Crac!
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
C'était mon devoir.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Il assiste trop, lui.
Someone you can rely on. no matter the circumstance.
Tu choisirais
Possessing
qui?
wisdom,
Who do you think I should choose?
there are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office.
Pourquoi c'est toi qui l'as?
Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Je ferai le bon
I'll
choix.
make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Combien de temps on va
How
tenir?
bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Je peux pas lui parler. Elle a l'air vénère. Je peux pas. Je suis devant toi. Le mec qui fait rien.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Tu dois aller où?
Where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
Je saurais
It's
tout
my
dire.
mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Il a plutôt
Ethan,
raison, je
I
pense.
need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you. What am I
Tu
supposed
m'as
to
pas laissé le
think?
choix.
I did what I had to. I had no choice.
You always have choices. You promised me you wouldn't change, and I believed you.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Qui devrait être la sentinelle? Vas-y.
who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ils disent tous des trucs différents, ils sont relous. Bon.
You're all worthless and weak.
Toi, j'aimerais parler à l'autre là. Je peux pas? Ah si, il est là.
Sword up. Swing left. Parry. Wrong. I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold
A
swords.
word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Comment vont nos
What's
défenses?
the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice.
Ok. Je pense que je vais écouter Malcolm mais pas la sœur. Je vais regarder voir s'il n'y a pas Ramsay qui arrive. Ça va, Ramsay n'arrive pas encore. Je peux parler à Jean-Paul? Non. Ah, je peux parler à mon petit frère Ryan?
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honoured.
Yeah. Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Je dois
Rules
respecter nos
mean
règles.
nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Il y a quoi dans la tour? Je vais regarder quand même parce que des conseils ne seraient pas de trop. Eh oui. Alors. On peut juste voir. Il n'y a personne qui fait des trucs pourraves.
swords up. You can.
Maester,
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Quel est votre point de vue?
what is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Combien mon-
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Are you holding a sword or a turkey leg?
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Je suis prêt.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Ah, vous savez pas qui c'est que je vais choisir, vous non plus, hein? Bah moi non plus. Je sais pas non plus. Bordel de merde.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
De tous les
Duncan,
deux. Digne des
Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Je peux pas choisir le maître, putain. Et ma rhum non plus. À mon avis, il faut que je suive mon oncle. Ma soeur, enfin ouais. Genre j'ai coupé les doigts et je pense que Ramsay Snow c'est un gros enculé. Donc pour Ramsay Snow il faut un gros enculé. Et je vais donner le bracelet à Sir Royland.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
Nous concluons un marché.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not? Lord
Arrêtez
Ethan
ces
should hear from
chamailleries.
all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, What do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Je pense aussi.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Il faut toujours suivre les conseils de sa mère. Elle a dit que ce serait trop dangereux de se battre, donc on se battra pas. Conclure un marché, le maître, c'est vraiment le plus neutre de tous, je pense que c'est lui qui a raison. Utiliser la diplomatie, c'est trop en mode bisounours, Teletubbies, yo-yo, lala, tout ça. Donc je pense qu'on va conclure un marché, on va suivre le maître, parce qu'il m'a l'air plus intelligent que les autres.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
A sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
J'inviterai Ramsay dans le grand hall, je ferai attendre Ramsay aux portes. Non, il faut lui montrer de la gratitude, enfin genre que... Alors on veut pas de bataille, donc on va
I
l'attendre.
will meet him in the Great Hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No. But you need someone who is standing beside you.
Toujours écouter sa mère, toujours.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Et les amis, pour nous, ça va se terminer ici pour cet épisode. On aura la rencontre avec Ramsès No au prochain épisode, c'est-à-dire l'épisode 1, 2, 3, 4 ou 5, je ne sais plus. Et voilà, n'hésitez pas à parler de l'histoire dans les commentaires, à liker si vous avez aimé cette vidéo, ou tout simplement à me poser des questions sur mes choix, ou me dire des choses. Je réponds à tout le monde, il n'y a pas de jaloux. Donc voilà. Écoutez, passez une très bonne journée, une très bonne soirée en fonction de l'heure à laquelle vous avez regardé la vidéo. Et à bientôt sur la chaîne Eco Gaming. Salut tout le monde, ciao ciao.